Hey y'all, welcome to The Elegance. I am Tankasa. I hope y'all are doing lovely and feeling amazing. Um, After this or before this reading uploads, I would have uploaded 2 readings from last year that were not on this channel that I had on my Tankasa Made That channel. I feel like they go and go and go with now. And so everything is on point, okay? Everything is on point going to you, okay? Going to what's happening right now in the world. Whatever, I don't know, whatever is happening, things are on point, okay? Just on point. You are on point, okay? Look, on it, exactly, on point, okay? So, never fuck with a rubber, okay? That could be some things, multiple reasons, multiple understandings with that, but also you protect yourself. You do the things that you need to do to protect yourself. Yes. Okay. Pretty and beautiful. All right. The other side of that card, it never comes out. Only the pretty and beautiful. Maybe it'll come out. I don't know. If not now, then one day it'll come out. Okay. So let's see. Look, I was just talking about this. I was just talking about this card. Wow. Fine. Okay. Fine. You fine. Okay. You pretty and beautiful, but you fine. Okay. Come on now. On point. Okay. Fine. Fine. You fine. Like you fine. Okay. No. Okay. No. No. You played yourself. Okay. Do you see what I see? Okay. There's a reading. Okay, I did this a few days ago. Okay. And I'm talking about how the fine people are now coming up. Okay. Like in a way where it's like people not gonna fuck with people. Excuse me, just because they fine. Okay. Like people be fucking with people because they fine. Okay. And so, and that has been happening because, I mean, I'm gonna just say this. So, people do things to themselves. They upgrade themselves. They get whatever the fuck done on their face, bodies, whatever, to be on the level of fine. Okay, but they're not naturally like that. Okay, and so, and my eyes went down to no, exactly. So 304. Okay, shooting threes right now, foes. Listen, so they do those things. They're not naturally fine. They have to work and do all these other things to do that. You are naturally fine. Okay? Naturally fine. People want to get the things that you have that are naturally fine about you. Okay? Okay. And so they don't have those natural things. And so therefore they have played themselves. And they are coming into understanding that, look, chopped and screwed, no more distractions. Listen, okay, this is the ugly deck. I'm gonna just call it the ugly deck, okay? Even, how the box come, it makes sense. I talked about this in a reading before a few days ago, but the reading, it revealed some shit, and it's like ugly shit. It's not the ugly deck, but it reveals ugly shit, okay? So I have that deck for this reading, so it's gonna definitely do some shit. So let's see. Chopped and screwed. This on some chopped and screwed type shit. The chopped and screwed version is always worked on. Okay, that's one. I've never said that or thought about that like that, but yes, it's always worked on. It's not the original. And that's how it is fine. That's how it's on the level of, wow, you want to listen to it even more. Wow, you want to pay attention to it even more. That's what DJ Screw did. Like, he made music want to be listened to on a different level. Like, you listen to it and it sounds so different from the original. And so, yes. Okay. Okay. Satan, Texas. All right. Okay. They thought they could fuck with you, but what? But what? That's what's up. That's what's up. Okay. That's what's up. That's what's up. High and shit. Okay. I typed the text. International Players Anthem coming through. All right. And so, intuition on point. Okay. It's all coming together. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Yup. Okay. Let's do it. Featuring God. Okay. I have been learning something about the body, okay, and how trauma is connected to the body through the brain. This is the down here is the peripheral nervous system, and up is another nervous system, okay, but in the connection of the peripheral to the other nervous system, it might come to me. I don't know why it's not coming to me, but the other nervous system, hold on, let me look it up real quick. Nervous systems. Nervous systems. I beg it lovely. Central, yes. Okay, right. So this is the peripheral nervous system, everything down. The central nervous system is spinal cord and up, brain and spinal cord, okay? And so the connection, the peripheral and the central, they connect somewhere like back here, okay? And so here is basically peripheral nervous system, but it's connected to the central nervous system, okay? And it's something about trauma. This is just me, but the somatic nervous system, I feel like that's in the peripheral. I feel like, yeah, because it's voluntary. It controls voluntary movements of skeletal muscles. Yes, that it is the somatic. Yes, it's not the autonomic. And so the somatic nervous system that is a part of the peripheral nervous system that is down in the nerves it's something about trauma that is connected here. And so it gets released. I don't know. You could be releasing trauma from your body, through your peripheral nervous system. Your central nervous system is doing what it's doing to free the trauma, okay? Okay? It's something. I don't really know. You know, I'm not a neurosurgeon, a neurologist. I'm not. However, it's something like that. It's something where you are releasing trauma, okay? You could already understand this, but you are releasing trauma, and this is something that you would feel, because especially with the somatic nervous system, it's connected to muscles, and so this would come from voluntary movements, so things that were forced onto you, and therefore the muscles kept that, okay? Like memory, it kept that within your muscles, all of the peripheral nerves kept that within your muscles. And so the brain is doing something, or has been doing something, where it is initiating responses to disengage that memory from your body. Okay. It's something like that. Again, you could be feeling this. However, I personally have great understanding about this. It is not a fun feeling. It's not fun. It's not fun. It's not fun. However, understanding that the brain is also freeing itself is great. And so that's all I can say. But God told me, I was just outside working out not too long ago, and God was telling me low-key about what is coming out now and what I'm saying. Like, it's good. And before I went, we was talking about it a little bit also. So yes, this is happening. This is starting to happen. And so it could have happened and have started happening to other people where they are have been slowly releasing, because this is not something that could just happen, because it feels like, I don't know how to describe this. There's this one movie that I saw. Okay, so 21 Savage has an album cover like this, and also Megan Thee Stallion, Traumazine. It looks like that, okay? It can feel like that, it can look like that, but it's like the brain is like, I don't know, the muscles be like, because it's working itself out, even without you working out. Okay, working out also helps greatly. Working out helps to greatly release trauma. Just walking. If you just walk, take time to walk and create a workout of walking, that can release trauma. But also the muscles, they're doing things to work it out of the nervous system. Okay. All right. So that could be something that you need to understand. This is hopefully one day in the future. I was just thinking about that when me and God was thinking about it, but hopefully one day in the future, I can work on that understanding through school, through some degree, about how trauma gets released from the body in the way that I have an understanding of it. Because it's not something that I have learned in school so far yet. So I don't know if this is something that's fully studied and learned. Like, it is some information out there, so people have done some studying. But, I mean, trauma as a whole, like how to get rid of trauma, is not necessarily something that, especially like through my field of kinesiology, that's not something that I have necessarily seen. Maybe through psychology, things like that. But it also still has to, like, where you're working the muscles, like working out. I don't think that has been something that, has necessarily been talked about and studied. I have to do more research. Again, I haven't started to do this research yet. It's just something that has been on my mind. So I don't know. But once I do, maybe start to find research, maybe there is a decent amount of research. But if there's not, then, God has given me an assignment, and I've been thinking about this since like 2023. I had this reading video that is called Walking. And it's like just walking, like from a child and you start to walk. It's like something that, for me, in my understanding, this could be true or not, but where that's like an instant trauma situation on the body, because you're doing something that the body does not understand. And so it can be very scary. And so I feel like the muscles, like, instantly, and that's peripheral nervous system, take on that trauma. And so that's an initial trauma of the body for anybody. And so, I don't know. It could be true or not. I have no idea. But that's something, just the initial points of trauma and how to also work that trauma out through things like walking is something that, you know, I want to focus on through kinesiology. So yes, 10 of Wands. Okay, 10 of Wands. We went into a whole thing real quick. I love it. So the lovers, the lovers. Okay. Page of Cups. Page of Cups. I'm not getting anything yet. But Eight of Swords. I feel like it goes with what I was just talking about. Eight of Wands. Okay. So this could get, you know, deep. Higher font. That's on God. Okay. So this reading could get a little deep. Okay. So, you know, prepare your mind or whatever. But this is also to help or something with releasing, like I was talking about, trauma. Okay. So I feel like God is doing something, helping you to think about things. Think about things and think about things to release trauma. Put on by, could be people, whatever ways, where they are realizing now that they played themselves, okay? And so 10 of Wands, you fine out here. Like, where you are now in life, where you have gotten yourself to, all of that, you fine out here. Like, you fine. That, okay? So if you have been fucked with in whatever ways to where trauma has been put onto you, okay? It's because you're fine. Not just pretty and beautiful, but you're fine. Okay? That, we're getting there. God told me we was gonna be talking about some shit. Okay? So yeah, because you're fine out here. And so because you're fine out here, they have wanted or did do some shit. And so, you know, they thought with the Eight of Swords that would, you know, make you feel a lot of ways to where you weren't gonna be like you are out here now. And so God, like, okay, Six of Pentacles. So you did that. You did that. Because they fine out here, right? Because I made them fine. 10 of Cups. Because they fine and like fine as fuck. Okay. Yeah. So 4 of Wands. And so they've been out here like, oh yeah, I did that. Yeah, I did that. Yeah, I did that. Okay. 10 of Pentacles. And they've been like, yeah, I did that. They've been proud to do that shit. Okay? 9 of Cups. I mean, like, proud. Like, yeah, I did that. And so, Knight of Swords. Their minds have not came to the consensus, and that's on God, because they needed to have that time of like, yeah, I did that. Yeah, I did that. Their minds have never came to the consensus of like, they fucked with you and they fucked with you. I'm not gonna say that. Not, go back. So they fucked with you. Okay, that's it. And so 3 of Wands. No, 3 of Pentacles. But that could be something that they also said, and it's not the case. It could be something different. Okay? 3 of Pentacles. Exactly. That's it. So they've been out here saying something that is not true. They've been out here making people believe something that is not true. It's not the case. It's not true. And these other people have been believing it greatly because they all understand that you're fine. Not just pretty and beautiful, but fine. And so 6 of Wands, I said this deck be revealing, okay? The ugly shit. So 6 of Wands, you fine out here. Like, you've been fine, you're still fine. The fine has never went away, okay? And so Ace of Cups, they've been like, okay, so when does it like stop? 4 of Cups. And so they've been like, okay, so when do I do something else? Because I want judgment. I want their fine to stop. Like, I don't want them to be fine out here. Like, I have to do all these things to be fine. They just fine. And they're not fine. They might be pretty, might be beautiful. Like, they might have done things to make themselves pretty and beautiful. Maybe. But they're not fine. Okay? And so they like, enough of that. Okay? That's on God. Now we're on to judgment. Okay? You needed to know all of that. We needed to talk about all that. Page of Swords. Because now they about to understand what the fuck they have done and be looking at themselves. The World card. They about to be looking at themselves real hard. Like, why the fuck you do that? The Hanged One. Like, why would you do that? Why would you, one, be looking at somebody so hard that you want to do all these things and be like, okay, so if they look like that naturally, okay, it's like they looked at you naturally or something, and then they was like, okay, so they got that naturally, okay, they do that naturally, like that's them, okay, so I need to do these things to try to be like that, okay, and then after that, then I can do what I do. And so they did what they did. Okay, something like that. I don't know. But the Hermit. Okay. And so Queen of Swords. You fine out here. Like, it didn't stop. King of Swords. Like, not at all. Like, not at all. And God is also 7 of Cups, taking care of you to release whatever traumas that they have put onto you. Literally. And so, Strength card. You big fine out here. You fine as fuck. Literally. 3 of Cups. And so, that's why God got you. God got you. God got you. Page of Pentacles. And God got you in so many ways that it's just so beautiful. It's so beautiful. It's just so beautiful. Okay? The Sun. It is so beautiful how God got you. Okay? 9 of Wands. Like, fine as fuck. Okay? That needs to be, like, understood. Like, understood, reiterated on so many levels because it's true. Knight of Cups. You are fine as fuck. Like, I know that you would understand this, okay? Ace of Swords. You would have a very large understanding about how fine you are, okay? From, like, your whole life, okay? You would have an understanding on a very big scale about how fine you are, okay? And so, Ace of Pentacles. And so now, you're getting understanding about, because you're fine, and this level of fine, yep, the Tower, you're getting understanding about how people have fucked with you, or the reasons why people have fucked with you. Because you're fine. Like, if they tried to make it seem like it was something else, if they never talked about it, if whatever, you never understood, it's because you fine. Because of the way that you naturally look out here, the way you naturally walk, the way you naturally talk, the way you naturally do things, the way you naturally are. You are fine as fuck, okay? And they have done things to you because you are naturally fucking fine, okay? And they have no understanding about that. Wheel of Fortune. And so God is ensuring that you get this understanding, because 8 of Pentacles, you out here. And you're out here doing big shit. You big shit popping. Knight of Wands. Like, not going nowhere. Like, you protected like shit. You not only protect yourself, but 4 of Swords, you tell people about themselves. You ensure that they know what's up. Like, whatever the fuck has happened to you, all the whatever trauma, it has only built you up. Your brain is strong as fuck, okay? That's why your brain is like, okay, it's time to get all this, remove all this shit. It did what it needed to do. Okay, cool. It's done. Done. Like, you purging, like, you know, your phone, deleting shit from your phone, deleting shit from your computer that you no longer need. An update, a full big ass update. That is what's going on, okay? King of Pentacles, it did what it needed to do to get you where you are now. However, it is done. King of Pentacles, and you can handle it at the same time also. The Chariot, you can handle it. King of Pentacles, the Chariot, you can handle it. It's like nothing. Even if it is like, you know, in a way taking you back through some things, you know, you got to rethink about it. It's also like nothing at the same time. Okay. The Empress, exactly. It's nothing. It's nothing at all. It's nothing. It's like, oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. And then, you know, muscles pop or something. Literally, because the brain be like bringing up whatever it needs to be like, okay. It's not really like making you, like wanting you to think about it. Like, the brain understands what it does or whatever. It understands that you are thinking about it or not. But it's like bringing it up to be like, okay, purge. And so it could seem like a thought. It could seem like something that you are thinking about. However, it's only bringing it up so that way it can purge it. And even that is nothing. It's nothing. It's literally nothing. Just like the brain doing it. It's nothing. Okay? That's it. And so 5 of Pentacles, this is not what they wanted. Okay? They wanted it to cause so much for you that you don't be fine out here. To where you don't dress how you dress. You don't do what you do. You don't talk like you talk anymore. To where you're not fine out here. 4 of Pentacles. Yo, they wanted you to not be fine. Weirdos. 2 of Wands. And so that's what they did. Queen of Pentacles. That's what they did. I feel like you have this understanding. And it's like, oh, okay, yeah, I know, like, because God already told you, you know, something like that. And so it's coming through, but it's like, you already know. And it's like, oh, okay, Queen of Wands. Like, you know what they did. Because the way I'm saying it is like, yep, okay, Death card. But now, 7 of Pentacles. Okay, so now they about to understand shit on their end. Because, you know, they was out here like, yeah, I did that. Yeah, I did that. Okay. And they've been out here either believing that it was working or that it worked or something, you know, that you weren't fine out here. But I also feel like they have some understanding in whatever ways that you are still you and fine as fuck. And that it didn't work. But they still been out here like, yeah, I did that. Yeah, I did that. Like, I feel like at some point it got to a convincing, like where they was like, yeah, I did that. Yeah, I did that. Yeah, I did that. It's definitely at the point now where like, I did that. Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. Like, yeah, you did that. Uh-huh. And so, exactly, Nine of Swords. They're like, yeah, I did that. And the Moon, they like, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. Seven of Wands. They shouldn't have done that. Because Eight of Cups. Things is getting fucked up. Things are getting fucked up in their lives. Or around them, or whatever the fuck. The High Priestess. Real shit. Things are getting fucked up. Because they did that. The Magician. They was proud of doing that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you do that. Okay. Kiss my ass, hoe. Page of Wands. You was proud of doing that, right? Okay. Five of Swords. We'll see what God got coming for you, hoe. Because Knight of Pentacles. You gonna really understand that you shouldn't have done that. They was trying to understand how you so fine out here. Three of Wands. Were you like a test subject? Let's see. Ace of Wands. Something like that. Okay. Like, if we do this, we'll get to see. Like, we've already looked at whatever the fuck about them. Okay, so if we do this, let's see if they're still like that after this. Six of Cups. And now they're seeing not only are you still, but even better. Seven of Swords. Yeah, it's like they shouldn't have done that. Two of Pentacles. They can't figure nothing else out on how to not think about the I did that. King of Wands. Exactly. Two of Swords. It's all they can think about. They can't think about nothing different. Five of Cups. Like, nah, because you did that. Remember? Like, you did that. The Star, like, they was wondering if they could fuck with you and then you still come out like that. I got it. The Devil. Okay, I got it with the Devil card right here. Okay, I got it. It's like they was like, okay. So yeah, they like that. Okay, but I'm gonna do this. Okay, and so let's see. I'ma see, or let's see, because it could be multiple people. Where they're like, let's see if they still be like that after that. Like you did something to them? The answer is no. Like, you never did anything to them. Okay, I'm so serious. You never did anything to them on purpose, on accident. I want to say not either. Like, you never did anything intentionally to them. Okay, and so they was like, yeah, let's see if they still like that after I do this. Got you. I got it. You know, people be fucking with people and be like, yeah, nah, they not gonna be like that. Nah, they not gonna be like that. Nah, they not gonna be like that. Let's see though. Like, in some ways, like, it was like a let's see. Like, but they was still on the, nah, they not gonna be like that no more. The devil. I feel like I'm saying it right. It's like, I feel like I got it down. You know, there's scenarios in real life. I'm trying to find one, but I've seen it in like a movie or a TV show or something before, where they like, nah, they not gonna be like that no more. Like, I'm gonna do this, and then they not gonna be like that no more. Like, they not gonna be like that no more. Like they feel all types of ways so much that they like, I don't like that, and so I want to ensure that they not like that no more, because I don't like that, and so I'm gonna do this so that way they not like that no more. Okay, Six of Swords. And so I feel like now, okay, they're seeing now how you like that. Like, you know, like the song, like, yep, I'm like, or like that, you know, with Kendrick Lamar and Future and Travis Scott and shit. And it's like, yeah, you like that. Like, you like that. Like, big like that. Like, it don't matter what the fuck they did. It's like, you like that. Like, you was always gonna be like this. Like, the fuck? Like, you are you. The Emperor. Exactly. Okay. I don't know why I want to say this, because it happened and I just did it with my mouth. But there was one time I was in this meeting in 2022 in the fall semester when I was finishing my bachelor's or whatever, my last semester. I just had one more semester, and it took me a while to get to that point, like where I just had one semester. Not a while, but it was a whole thing. I'm not going into all that, but I had one more semester. That's it. And so I went back to school and I finished. And I had this one meeting for an assignment or whatever, but it was with an old friend or whatever. And I was like, God was like, yeah, him. Like, see if he can do it. He can help you. And he did. And so I was like, at one point, I was like, I guess I was comfortable or whatever, because I was like, I was about to say shit. I was about to say shit, but I was like, stuff. Okay, and I was like, okay, I don't know why I just did that. You know, like, this is an academic setting. Like, you know, I have been away, you know, from academic settings or whatever. Not necessarily professionalism, but like just him or whatever. I guess I was comfortable, but I don't know, I was comfortable. And so I basically said shit, but I didn't fully say the word, but I changed it to stuff real quick. And I was like, okay. So yeah, I don't know why. I don't know. But Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords. Okay. Ten of Swords. Justice. Justice. Ten of Swords. Justice. Ten of Swords. Nine of Pentacles. Temperance. Okay. Three of Swords. I don't know what's coming out now after I said that. Like, I don't know how that plays into, but Two of Cups. Five of Wands. King of Cups. Winning. Okay. The Fool. Yeah. It's like they're getting whoever the fuck this person is, people is, that was like, let's do that, and then they ain't gonna be like that no more. They're getting some deep understanding about who you are and like how you like that. You always been like that. You're not gonna stop being like that. You never stop being like that. You always will be like that. Like it's never ever ever going to stop. And so it's like nothing. I mean like nothing that they do. Nothing. I mean nothing that they could do. I mean like while you here on a human level to not being here, it's nothing that they could do. You could see them again after this shit and be like, what's up? Like, it's nothing that they could do that could fuck with you, okay? To where you not like that, okay? And so you need to know that, but also they about to understand that. But I feel like they about to understand it, okay? And this could come because of connections that you have, okay? It could be because of connections that you have, and they didn't know about this. They didn't know about this connection. They didn't know that y'all was like that, okay? They didn't know this. Yeah, they didn't know that. And so it's doing something. It's doing something. It's like, kiss my asshole. They didn't know this. They didn't know that. Okay. And this is somebody that you're comfortable with. That, I guess that's why I said all that. Because it's like, it's somebody that you're comfortable with. It's somebody that, like, no matter where you are, you comfortable with them. Like, real comfortable or some shit. And they didn't know that. They didn't know that y'all was like that. They getting some understanding. That's why I typed the text, international players anthem came through. Okay. Yep. It's all coming together. That's why that came out. Okay. Okay. Yep. 111. 111. I typed the text. It's all coming together. Intuition on point. I just caught that with my legs. Exactly. Intuition on point. Sound like money. They wanted to also stop your money. Stop you from making money. Stop you from... Because they believe that you being fine out here means that you get money also. Or just because of whoever you are or something. They just wanted to stop your money, okay? 9, like they wanted to stop your money. That's what's up, that's what's up. Exactly, that's what's up, that's what's up. Whoever this is, that could be where they don't know that y'all like that with each other. They know whatever they need to know or something about this situation. I just talked about this in a post. I just talked about this, and I was like, they doing something behind the scenes that you don't even know about to showcase Satan, Texas, to showcase what the fuck they've been doing. And they like, okay. So you did that. Because it's like they thought they could fuck with you, but what? This person is coming through and being like, they played themselves. Do you see what I see? Okay. No more distractions. To ensure that you ain't got no more distractions from this person, these people. They got you. This has been coming through in readings, but it's really coming through now. Do you see what I see? Okay. I feel like you chill about it. Like you comfortable with that understanding. Like whenever you really get this understanding or you have it or something, like you chill about it. You're comfortable with it. It like gives you a comfortable understanding. No is important. okay? Like, they didn't want you to be fine out here. And now, fine in every single way, shape, and form. Like, no money out here. No way to help yourself. No way to get help. No way to, like, they wanted you to not be fine out here in no ways, okay? Okay. And so, I just saw shit just got real. People coming out the woodworks, exactly. They don't know that you and this person cool like that. Like, y'all cool as fuck. That's it. They like, nah. They coming with some big energy. Whoever they are, they got big energy. Like, big energy. They a big nigga. Like, they do big shit popping out here. And they like, express yourself, okay? I'ma show so you can tell it just like it is. Yeah. I feel like you, in whatever way, showed them what they needed to see. God also showed them whatever they needed to see. Okay. So that way they can express themselves. Getting money, okay. Okay. Why you charming? Yeah, they was like, no money for you. Okay. Stop playing with me, ho. They did not want you to get money out here. They didn't want you to have money, get money. I mean, you know, this is giving you insight, okay? So, you know, God is lighting that shit up. Look, show and tell, exactly. So that way everything makes sense, okay? Give rich or die trying. And they was like, yeah, I'm gonna have all the money out here. I don't want them to have no money. I want to do all this shit to them. So that way they don't be like that no more. So that way they don't be like that no more. And then I'm going to just be over here making money. Okay. Love that shit. And they loved doing that shit. Seeing it all. Exactly. At this point, you have a large understanding about all this shit. Everything makes sense right now. Okay? I said at the beginning, you on point. You understand? Everything is on point. Everything is on point. I said that. Still going. Exactly. Boss up, it's time. That shit really happened. I feel like at this time, it's like, okay, well, own up to that shit. Like, yeah, you did that, right? Okay, own up to that shit. Like, yeah, be strong in it. Look, I'm strong, huh? Seeing it all, flying high, exactly. Like, be strong in that shit. Like, yeah, you did that, right? Okay, have mercy. And now they're gonna be like, wait, oh, no, wait, no. No, I didn't, you didn't what? Oh, okay, a mental mind fuck. They wanted to fuck you up and fuck your mind up. But they didn't want to ever own up to this shit. Nah. Make that shit happen. And so, whoever it is where you extra comfortable with them, it's like, they like, nah, you gonna own up to that shit. Because you royalty. You are royalty, ho. They gonna be like, nah, that's royalty right there. Like, you fucked with a royal ass nigga. Can't be fucked with, ho. Look, they gonna know that you cannot be fucked with. Look, I be knowing, yep. Okay, and so you have an understanding about this. No turning back. And they cannot turn back from what they have done. They can't say nothing to make it better. They can't do nothing to make it better. They have done this. They said, yeah, I did that. Okay. Do you love me for real? I feel like this is on some Voldemort type shit. Like, that's it. Like, in whatever movie that's almost to the end of the series of Harry Potters or whatever, it's like Voldemort at one time, he had just got, they put something from Harry Potter or some shit in this whatever to wake him up or make him be a fool, whatever the fuck he is. Again, no, not from Harry Potter. Some nigga cut off his fucking hand or whatever, and that made him be him again, okay? And so I feel like it's at this point now where, because at that point, Voldemort was like, why you the only one who got my back? Like, why you the only one who did something like that? Like, what the fuck? And he was calling out all these other men or whatever, his minions or whatever the fuck. He was calling them out. He was like, you not loyal, you not loyal, you not loyal, you not loyal, you not loyal. Like, all y'all not loyal. And the only one that got some loyalty tips was a nigga that cut his hand off for him. I'm about to go hard. So, I feel like they're at that point. And then that also just revealed a whole situation, okay? So why they tripping? Why they tripping? Elevate, elevate. Don't doubt it, okay? On some fire shit. Love. How do we start over? Okay. From the east to the west. Okay. You taking me there. Okay. In the desert, just riding. I'm just reading the cards because I don't know. For real, okay? It makes sense, but it don't make sense to me right now while I'm in the reading. It's amazing. Believe it. Okay, so I feel like God got something, you know, in the works. Okay, ain't no giving up. Because you've been out here, okay? Like, you've been working. Yes, that did happen. And you've also been strong in the fact that whatever was done to you happened, okay? Doing a damn thing, and you still out here doing it, okay? Like, never not fine. Right in love. And so, because you've been out here like that, ooh, this is behind the scenes, okay? Because you've been out here like that, niggas been out here riding low like shit. Move around with that shit, ho. They've been riding low like shit. Doing big things. Cause they out there doing this shit. Like, they fuck them people up. Like, you already know what's up. Like, they out there doing that. And I did that. Nah, ho. Okay. What the fuck? All right, then. Time to go. Yeah, it's like they started to see you back doing big shit popping. You know, you started to elevate. Understanding that you doing big shit popping. Like, you didn't stop, you know. You could have got stopped for a little bit, but okay, cool. But you also was vocal about expressing yourself about what the fuck happened to you. Like, didn't give no fucks behind that shit. And so it didn't work. Exactly. It didn't work. It didn't work. Them and they fucking minions. I love you. Okay. And so, in me, on me, drip, in God. Hey, I got God on my side, okay? It's just like that. God loves the fuck out of you. God loves the fuck out of you, okay? Because you on some shit, okay? You gonna always be on some shit. You ain't never gonna not be on some shit, okay? Like, you always gonna be on some shit because you got God on your side, okay? I said what I said, exactly. That's why it's like, you say what you say. You ain't stopped saying whatever the fuck you been saying. It's like, speak that shit. Whoa, and I showed y'all the truth is real. Exactly. Exactly. Like, it's like, what's up, ho? Why you do that shit? Why you do that shit? No, I'm not gonna ever stop. The fuck? Y'all did that. It's like, I've talked about this before, but Ali Sadiq in 2022, he put out a comedy special. And in that one, he was talking about how it was this enemy that he had. And every time he saw that nigga, he was like, I'm fucking you up. And did. Every single fucking time. Like, it was never not a thing. Until this one time when he was with his mama. And they was at Walmart. And he told his mama, go to the car. Because he was about to fuck this nigga up. He was about to fuck this nigga up. And he went up to him after his mama went to the car or whatever. And he went up to him and was like, I'm about to fuck you up. I'm about to fuck you up. And the nigga was like, hold up, wait. Because he was tired of getting fucked up. He was like, wait. I didn't really mean to do that. I was just on drugs. And Ali Sadiq was like, I mean, I guess. Because he was started looking at himself, too. He was like, I mean, I guess it is a lot for me, doing all this. I guess. So, yeah. I don't know. I just said that. I don't know if it is like that for you, but maybe. Like, you also could be talking about it in different ways because, he put it in a comedy special, And so you could be talking about it in different ways also at the same time to where that nigga would still know what's up, but he could watch him. Ooh, that, exactly. To where he could watch him and he's getting paid big off of that. And so, sure, he could have stopped, but also he's still talking about it, So trust the process. Exactly. It's like whatever ways that you was talking about it before, dealing with it before, you was out here on that shit. Okay? It's just like that. It's like just like that. Then, you probably came to a point where it's like, okay, I guess I don't want to talk about it like that. I don't want to do it like that. Cool, whatever, cool. And so now you're at a point where you do it in a different way. But you still talking about it. You still talking about it. Because it's like, he was like, Ali Sadiq was like, it's like, if I don't fuck with you, if you're an enemy or whatever, you're gonna be an enemy forever. Like, you're never gonna not. Like, you fucked with me, okay? And that go back for him, I think it was high school or middle school. And ever since then, like, they was grown adults, had lived lives or whatever. And he was still like, I'm on your ass, nigga. Like, I don't give no fucks. Ain't no turning back, ho. Exactly. It's like they can't take that shit back. So it's like, I'm on your ass, nigga, forever. The fuck? Like, what do you mean? I'm on your ass. Fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Like, I'm on your ass. It's lit, bitch. What do you mean? I am blessed. I am blessed, ho. Yeah, you gonna see this every single time. You're going to understand this. And now the way that it's being talked about or shown or whatever the fuck, I'm getting paid off that shit. Other people are seeing it in big ways, okay? Like, exactly. Did you do something? No. You drip drippy out here. Exactly. They thought that they could take away the drip. They said, ain't no more drip for them. They not drip drippy. They ain't got no sauce. Like, fuck out of here with that. They ain't walking on water. They ain't walking on water, okay? Like, no more. Like, fuck that shit. And now they out here looking dumb as fuck. Looking like fucking clowns, okay? Do that shit, literally. They be dressing like fucking clowns, okay? Looking ugly as shit, like dumb as fuck, like clown clothes. Like, how the fuck do you get dressed every day looking like a fucking clown, bitch? Get your life right, ho. How do you wake up and be like, yeah, I'm gonna put these clown clothes on? You look like a fucking clown. You thought. I'm bringing in everything, and I'm saying everything, and God is ensuring that everything come through because it's it's on point. Like I said at the beginning, okay? What was said, yeah, yeah. Exactly. I ain't blessed. I don't win. What? The time is now for you to understand that shit, ho. The fuck, bitch? And then, you know, their people, their minions, they're surprised that you are out here like this. You know, like they could see you in whatever ways and they're like, oh, they get a, because they scared. Riding around and getting it, petty on 10K, okay? Yeah, you and God, petty like shit. Like, don't be doing that. What you doing that for? What you doing that for? What you doing that for? Back to front. Cause I'm right here in front of you. Exactly. What you breathing like that for? Calm down. You guilty? You feel ways? The reason, exactly. They're guilty because they feel ways. They're guilty. They feel ways because they're guilty. Okay. And so, you know, yeah. I be up in the air. You can catch me up there, ho. What's up, bitch? Welcome to the airplane. Okay. Fearfully and wonderfully made, where God said, cutting the snake's heads off. Okay? It's just like that. This is, what's a air flight? What's it called? A flight. Like, what is Southwest and Delta called? Airline. Okay, so airline, an airline name. Drip Drippy. Welcome to Drip Drippy, ho. Okay, it is what God says it is. It ain't what it ain't. I'm so serious. That be dope as shit. Airline, Drip Drippy. You know, cause you go over water, and it's just like that. That shit is happening. And, you know, it's blessed out here. What's up, then? Yeah, got God up here with us, bitch. What's good, nigga? If you ain't on God, you ain't welcomed, ho. You can't even find the tickets, my nigga. Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Exactly. It is available everywhere, okay? No matter what. Listen. If you do find the tickets, if you are welcome aboard, then it's like you're only there so your head can get cut the fuck off because you a snake, my nigga, and sending that shit right back to you, ho. Head get cut off, it gets sent to you and delivered straight. Walk in and fuck it up, okay? Exactly. Money on the way. You who is welcome on Drip Drippy and you love it, just love me, okay? They should have just gotten to know you and experience and understand the fine that you are, okay? This person who you comfortable with and shit, and they out here for you, they understand, okay? Like, they understand on so many levels why you that fine, why you fine like this. Like, they understand, okay? It's not a question. Look, you right, okay? They like, you fine. Okay, pay up, pay money on the way, okay? It is time for them to pay up. Let it flow, let it go. This is their time. They was out here fucking with Satan, Texas. They said, yes, I'm gonna go there. That is the city that I'm going to be in. I love it here. Ooh, it's so beautiful. Okay. Well, now that they have experienced Satan, Texas, and they're trying to leave, no. No, there's no leaving. It's time to pay taxes, ho. You have been here too long. And once you start paying taxes, my nigga, the taxes are big. You see how I did that? Wow. People coming out the woodworks. Come on, Neil. Okay. Grinding, I'm shining. Grinding, shining. Going to the top. I'm not gonna stop, ho. Look, I'm divinely guided, ho. Grinding, shining, going to the top. Yeah, I'm not. Cause you hard. I'm not gonna stop, ho. Yes. Who are you? Like, why are you here? You were not welcomed on to Drip Drippy, my nigga. You did all this extra shit, dressing in fucking ugly ass clown clothes, thinking that was the way in. I don't think so. They're getting clowned right now on Drip Drippy Airlines that is leaving Satan, Texas. Yeah, on some major shit. I feel like we just have to go to Satan, Texas real quick to understand. You know, we have to make a stop and understand. You know, this is like, you know, one of those delays, and you have to get off the plane, you know, deplane. You get to experience, you know, Satan, Texas, or, you know, the airline, the terminal or whatever. But it was also like enough time for you to go out of the terminal, go out of the airport, into the actual city that you're in. And so we got an experience of Satan, Texas. And now, welcome back. Welcome back. We're on the way to getting that dough. Come on, Neil. Come on now. Look, Drip Drippy, a major airline. That's what, on some major shit, okay? We out here, okay? Big energy, okay? Big energy. We love Drip Drippy Airlines. Feeling lovely, flowing freely, okay? You feel lovely. It just, no turbulence, okay? It is beautiful up here. Come on now. It is a beautiful. And so, stop playing. Listen, whoever the fuck, this is like me on the thing right now, and I'm like, look, whoever the fuck is on this plane and is not up here, who is actually Drip Drippy, you need to get the fuck off the plane right now. Look, there is a door, literally. We don't give a fuck if you in the air, bitch. You didn't earn this, huh? Go. I got angels. I got angels. I got angels, okay? Look, your angels up there. We up here. We up here with the angels or whatever. The angels is all around. And they like, yeah, we just kicking them off, okay? We kicking them off. Look, what's up? Exactly. They not allowed on Drip Drippy Airlines. They did not earn this, okay? The fuck? I gotta do what I gotta do. That's what they said. They said I gotta do what I gotta do to get up there. Okay. Keep moving forward. I thank you. And you got help. You have the people. You have the angels. You have God, okay? You have you to ensure that you are on point. To ensure that you good out here. Welcome to Drip Drippy Airlines, where it ain't nothing but big energy. People doing big things out here. They are doing the damn thing, okay? It is amazing on this airline, and we do big shit for real. God be amazing, and God gonna make sure you right. So welcome to Drip Drippy Airlines. I hope that you love this flight, because it is only more. Each and every one is going to be lovely and wonderful, and you just would never know who you might meet, what you might see. We will treat you like royalty, and it's lit, okay? So listen, you are beautiful. Thank you for being a part of Drip Drippy Airlines, okay? We got you. Don't worry, okay? You are good. Have no fear, okay? Everything that I just said literally was in those cards, okay? I did that. So listen, I love it. Thank you for coming through, all right? Drip Drippy Airlines. The flight is now over. Be ready for the next one. Bye, y'all.